Hi everyone, my name is Me and I am doing PhD in Marketing Management at USN School of Business. I am a little bit nervous now, but I'm so happy to be here today to share with you some of my idea about my project. In this project, I would like to know the effects of extended reality on consumer decision, how they can influence the decision quality. So I will walk you through the research background for all of the research questions that I have, as well as the research in output that I want to achieve from the project. So, as a consumer, each day we usually face up to a dilemma. On the one hand, we really want to have more choices, more product to choose, to see, to shop. But on the other hand, we don't know that the more product we have, the more difficult it is to make a choice. So understand this kind of difficulty as a function of marketing. The marketer or the producer usually will provide the consumer lots of information about the product in order to support them to make a best decision. And as a consumer, we will try to get a lot of information about the product to make the best choice. And in order to know more about product, usually we can see from different types of advertisements or brochure or searching on the internet, or the most common way is that we will go directly to the shop and check the product out directly there. And here extended reality come into the picture. With augmented reality, people can actually see that whether the piece of furniture can fit into our current space, or the shape or the colors of the piece of this chair sofa can actually compatible with our current decoration. And in a more advanced way, if we can inspect the product in virtual reality, people will have more interact with the product. For example, we can zoom it in or out, and we can actually move around the product. And it's said that if we can actually have more interaction with the product and move around it, people tend to be more confident in their judgment and make a better choice. So I am curious that what will be the interactive effect of inspecting the product in extended reality compared to other information presentation? For example, when we look at the picture or we went to shop and check the product there, and what will be the role of bodily movement in supporting us inspecting the object, and how those kind of process will influence our decision quality. Because in the beginning, consumer can think that if we use extended reality, people can be provided enough information or more than enough information to make the good choice. But in reality, the consumer what they think that they know maybe not what actually it is. Means that they can be overconfident with their choice, which can lead to preference inconsistencies. Means that now maybe we buy the product because we like this, but maybe later on we will regret buying that. And when it comes to extended reality, one of the most prominent and important concepts is about being present or sense of presence. And the presence here is not in the meaning of birthday present, but in the meaning of being somewhere. And the kind of definition of presence can vary a lot, and but the most consensus one is it refers to the user's subjective sense of being in a mediated environment. And it is in other terms, you can understand it's kind of the distinct way that our brain tells us that what we experience is actually real and it's different from the way we look at the picture or what a screen. So in order to give you an example for you to easier understand this concept, just imagine you are watching a view or a mountain through a window. If you can actually enjoy the view or the mountain without seeing the window in front of your eyes, then it's said that you are experiencing a high level of presence. But in other case, if you still feel that there's still a window in front of your eyes and it somehow prevents you enjoy the beauty of the scene, then it's said that you are experiencing the low level of sense of presence. That's why many researchers said that people can experience the high level of presence when we can ignore the role of technology when we experience things in virtual environment. So now we wonder why it's so important to learn about study about presence, right? Sense of presence is the ultimate goal of the producer when they want to introduce the product, and it's a sign, an indicator of a successful experience in simulated environment, because we always want to simulate things as real as much as possible to the real scenario, and from those we can trigger the real behavior of the consumer or the user. So those kind of knowledge that we learn from those environment can actually transfer to the real scenario, real scenario with a much cheaper way. And there are many empirical studies that if people can experience higher sense of presence, they will complete the task with lesser time, and sense of presence can have a positive impact on the learning transfer intention. And extended reality has been kind of applied in medical field, and it said that it can actually help the patient overcome their weaknesses, for example, fear of height or sense of anxiety. So, what will be the determinants of presence? So, according to Leicester and colleague, it said that presence can be influenced by media and individual difference. Media can be categorized into media form and media content. Form is like what will be the fidelity of the image, the resolution, the audio. The content is like how the characteristic in the virtual environment look like, how naturally the task will be in this environment. And individual difference refers to things that can differentiate people from people. For example, gender, personality, for example. And it said that if user they report different level of presence when they are exposed to the same media form and content, then the reason must be attributed to the individual difference. So this will lead to my curiosity that how we can recognize the user who can actually benefit from experience presence in extended reality, because it will give us an indication to select people who will be good for medical treatment, or for example for candidates for any training program. And in marketing, maybe when user can experience a higher sense of presence, they can make a better choice daily. So in short, from this project, I would like to know how extended reality can influence consumer learning, how the way they make their choice, and how the decision quality will be influenced by that. And I want to develop a measurement scale to predict who can experience presence in extended reality. Yes, thank you for listening, and questions are welcome.